What's up, guys? Mr. Free Coiner coming back to you again today. Hope everybody's having a great weekend and you are taking care of yourselves. All right, before I get any further here, I just want to say I'm not a financial advisor, simply sharing my thoughts and opinions here. So don't take anything I say and buy or sell based on it. Now, before we get really into the couple of articles that I want to share, I just want to take a look at the prices here. Of course, the two coins that I am most concerned about, XRP and Tron. XRP is sitting around 30 cents, closer to 31, and Tron is at 0.0263. It's been kind of hovering. It took a little bit of a hit the other day, and I'll go over that as the reason, possibly the reason why. But all in all, we're looking at kind of a mixed bag here. Some coins up, some coins down, but it looks like primarily red. We're still kind of in this bear market. So who knows which direction things are going to take. But again, the 14th of this month, we could be looking at some regulatory clarity, which, could help the prices, could, we never know. We'll just see if that does happen. We'll see where it goes in the days after. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the XRP charts. Our volume is down a bit as far as the payment volume. The trade volume is kind of sticking around the same since the last video I did. Not a whole lot of excitement going on, but it is what it is. I think here in the near future, we are going to see some of that volume that's happening on the background come to our side, so we can take advantage of hopefully some higher prices. So that's what I'm looking for, hoping for anyway. So we shall see. Now, give you some good news here. XRP accepted at 4,500 worldwide online stores as CoinGate enables XRP payment option. This is, a very, very good thing. Of course, Bitcoin has been taking advantage of these payment options or as being a payment option for online shoppers, and now XRP being exposed to the same things. Only a good thing that can happen. Again, if you're wondering why the price is not doing much, I'll say it again. It's most likely due to the regulatory non-clarity that we are sitting at right now, and hopefully that'll be taken care of in the middle of the month. I am really hoping for that because, I know you guys are too. It's just really frustrating sitting in this bear market for we have officially, I can't remember how many days, but this has been the longest bear market and so far in history, from what I understand. So, it is time for a turnaround. I just don't think that we're going to end up being in a 2-year or even a 1.5-year bear market. I think I really think, now this is just my opinion, within a few weeks, we're going to see a turnaround. So yeah, I don't want to necessarily go too far into this article, but I will read some of these highlights here. Big news for XRP community and our merchants alike. We launched native XRP support to our customers, meaning XRP is now accepted as payment at thousands of vendors across the net. Proceed to our blog for more detailed information. This is at CoinGate. We are thrilled to let you know that we are adding yet another payment option for our merchants, and this time it's a big one due to very popular demand by the community. Our next cryptocurrency on the list, XRP. As a result, XRP coin owners can now use it as a means of payment at more than 4,500 shops online. Whether you want to purchase a VPN, video game, or anything else, you are more than welcome to do that. So again, guys, this is excellent news right here. More exposure for XRP, and also proving a lot of people wrong, as XRP will be used and is being used as a payment. So, we heard a lot of FUD out there about, XRP will never be a payment option, blah, 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 whatever. I mean, I'll tell you, it's just really amazing, some of the things that people say, and the directions they go, and how they want to spread their FUD. But hey, they can do what they want to do. The fact remains that XRP is a payment option, XRP is gathering and garnering a lot of the bank transfers, and because of how Ripple has set up XRP and the Ripple net, XRP is going to be utilized a lot more than we can imagine, a lot sooner than we think. That's what I believe. So, let's just keep that type of mindset and keep on moving forward. Stay with your, I would say, I know I am staying with my investment, and I am buying more as I can. Each opportunity I get, I don't care if it's 50 coins or 20 or whatever. It's more. It's being added. That's being added to my stash, and that's just what I believe. So moving on. Now, if we go ahead and get into Tron here, Tron TRX should be stayed away from. SEC insider warns Cha-Ching's Thomas Schultz. Okay, so this was the FUD that I was talking about that possibly caused TRX to take a bit of a hit. Now, what this guy Schultz basically claims is that some SEC insider told him to stay away from Tron because it could be categorized as a security. Now, personally, I don't put any stock into what this guy's saying. Okay, that's me. And the reason why is because we have seen this time and time and time again. Anytime any project is really getting a lot of attention, is doing well in the market, there always has to be something like this. All we have to do is look at XRP, look at the things that have been said about XRP, at the kind of at a point where it would affect it most. And this is essentially what I believe is being done for with Tron or to Tron. Now, in my mind, this SEC, so-called SEC insider, who he says is not a SEC employee, first of all, how does he know? We're not getting, he didn't say why, just because this guy said. I mean, how does he know? Who does he know that's in the SEC? And then on top of that, why is he providing insider trade, inside trade information? This is insider trading. That's exactly what it is. You cannot, if I were to get on here, in this video, and I said, hey guys, stay away from such and such a coin, just stay away from it. I am giving you, right? I'm giving you financial advice. That's the reason why we always say that, I always say, hey, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing my thoughts and opinions. Okay. I'm not going to tell you to stay away from anything. I'm not going to tell you to buy, in so many words. I'll tell you what I would do. I'll tell you what I believe again, but this guy is actually saying that he's sharing something that the so-called insider said to stay away from Tron, and then he's passing that on. Now, at face value, it may not seem like insider trade information, but it actually is. I cannot come on here and say, hey, this guy told me that, to stay away from some specific stock. Look at what happened with Martha Stewart. It just goes on and on. No one can come and tell you about any type of investment and tell you whether to, you might want to get this, or pay attention to this one, or stay away from this. You're basically saying, because think about it. If you have Tron and someone tells you that they heard to stay away from it, right? What are you going to do? You're going to sell it. That is essentially a sell suggestion, essentially. Okay. Now that's the way I see it. That it remains to be seen. I think it is financial advice. So if it may be seen a different way by authorities, but that's my opinion. But getting more into this, I personally do not put any stock into this. I don't know who this Tom Schultz guy is. And then on top of that, we don't know who his supposed insider is. It's too shaky. And then considering the fact that this has been done time and time again for so many different projects, especially, like I said, XRP. And then what happens? Nothing at all. You come to find out it's just some rumor that's been thrown out there. What does it do for this Tom Schultz guy? Well, yeah, look at him. He's been promoted all over the place. He's been written about. There are several articles that have been written with his name associated with it. So, I'm sure it has increased his popularity, however, whether good or bad, and definitely given him quite a bit of attention. So just be careful when you see things like this. All I can tell you is be smart with your investments, whether you buy or sell. Just make sure you do your research and make sure you understand what is happening in the market. Now, I do have to remind you, Tron or Justin Sun, they did hire an SEC attorney, I believe is an attorney, but who did work for the SEC. So I'm pretty sure he'd be able to tell them what is and what's not a security. And if he did consider or think that Tron could be a security, I'm more than sure he could tell them exactly how to change that status or the possibility of being categorized as such. So again, guys, just be smart about your investments and what you're doing out there. Don't take this FUD just at face value, because a lot of these people they get paid to say things like this, to put their own names out there on the line, and that's just the truth. I mean, that's just how it is. So or they have something to gain from doing things like this. Now, I'll just look at it like this. If I was told something like this about any coin, because I can tell you straight up, I've heard a lot of stuff about Apollo. Okay, many things about Apollo, and the guy who actually started it, their possible intentions, things like that. But have you ever heard me come on here and say anything? That's one thing I'm always very cautious about. You will never have me come on and say anything, whether it's in a tweet or anything like that. You'll never hear me say anything, definitely nothing bad about any coin, because I am aware there's just tons of FUD out there, and every project will show its true colors in time. So just remember that. That's what I would say, guys. And again, be safe, be cautious about the information that you do take as truth, and do your research. All right. So that being said, guys, this has been Mr. Free Coiner. If you have not already done so, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and also the post notification button so you know when I have uploaded again. But in the meantime, guys, take care of yourselves, and God bless.